Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Skywalker OG coming at you with another video from Rise of Kingdoms. We are in the beautiful AOC K16. Today I am going to discuss the question that I see the most on this game from being a moderator on other people's channels and just personal people asking me themselves, and that is, what commander do you recommend I start out with? So to break down that question, I want to go ahead and put out a video on here and kind of go through the specific troop types, I guess you would say, in a way. And with that being said, I want to say, guys, unless you already started the game, which this question, what commander to start with, obviously wouldn't reference you. But if you're already playing the game and you're not somewhere around here on your tech, I'm telling you right now, infantry commanders is not the route you want to take. And the reason why I say this is because just like any other game you play, if you are going to tank, you need the gear. In this game, it's the buffs. You need the buffs, the gear, to make your tank a tank. Infantry are tanks. Okay? So there's no point in putting a tank march out there that's not going to tank. I hope that makes sense to you guys. They are tanks. Infantry are tanks. But if you do not have some good tech with some maxed out epics or maxed out legendaries, you're not going to do anything at all. Even with a near maxed out legendary commanders here, like I have here, my Richard Charles, it wasn't until I got to about 7 or 8 or 10 on my infantry that they actually were able to become useful to me. Other than that, people just ran through me like a wet paper bag. This is one and the major reason why I say stay away from infantry commanders as free to play, moderate spender, or just starting out the game entirely. They're very good commanders, Richard Charles and Alexander. However, if you're not going to put money into the game or you don't already have the tech, you do not want to start out with any infantry commanders. That is my personal opinion, and it is a very, very, very good and logically sound opinion, guys. Again, we already know from every other game we've ever played that we've tried to tank in, you cannot tank somebody that's going to do more damage than you, that already has more health than you because their buffs are already higher. It doesn't work. So unless you're a whale or you already have your tech up at a decent level, you do not want to focus these infantry guys. Okay, now, with that said, I personally believe as a free to play or moderate spender, you should definitely go cavalry. The reason why I say cavalry is because look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and actually, is it Saladin or no? It's, yeah, it is Saladin. Saladin too, but I don't have him right now. So we have all these guys that are cavalry commanders that work with calves. You have you have 3 legendaries for infantry that specify infantry. You have 3 legendaries. And then you have 2 epics, I believe. Yeah, 1, 2. And he doesn't even really specify infantry except for one of his skills. So just look at the difference in the commander pool. And then obviously archers, if you played this game, guys, archers have been crapped on. There's not many archers as of this update. And that's why I recommend cavalry. It's very easy and quick to be able to max up some tech on one specific troop type, which if you're not spending a lot of money, that is very important to do. As you see, I did here. and that'll make you very very strong on the battlefield for quite a long time, even though you only have one troop type. That is fine because you basically want to focus that one troop type on their tech, on their commanders, on training. You want to be boosting out that one troop type on everything that you have if you're starting out the game, or if you're just even at the point that I'm at now. As you can see on my troops, I have almost double my calves. I'm very low on troops right now, guys. I have a bunch of boosts that I'm going to boost out a lot of troops for before Lost Kingdom again, or before the next Lost Kingdom. Anyways, I have almost double the calves that I have anything else, and that's pretty much where you want to be. You want to have double the specific march that you're able to use at the time more than anything else. You want those troops more than anything else. Obviously, you don't want to stop training everything else. You just don't want to boost everything else. You want to boost the specific troops that you are going with. Um, but like I said, I would definitely recommend Cavalry for these key points. The commander pool is massive compared to any of the other troop types. The damage from cavalry is insane. Even without high massive tech, it's still pretty insane, especially if you have all 5 marches out of straight calves and you can surround people down. You're going to put in work a lot more effective and efficient than going with archers or infantry. Third, if you're lower tech and your calves, you're still able to get the heck out of the battle if some big guys start to come in. So you have your mobility, and you have your nuking opportunities. Also, cavalry are very good at rallying forts, rallying cities. Obviously, infantry are better at rallying cities. However, the versatility of cavalry is going to outweigh any other troop types, in my opinion. Now, guys, if you have the money and you're going to go ahead and max tech, this video is not for you. This video is specifically for the guys that are free to play or moderate spenders, and these are the guys that I'm talking to. These are the guys that I am focusing on this specific video. And you guys should probably go cavalry. I'm not going to tell you what you need to use. That's going to be completely up to you. But I will tell you the best results I've had and the most fun time I've had in this game is using cavalry commanders. If I was max tech, there's no doubt in my mind I would be using full infantry marches. Infantry, I think, on this game is very overpowered. Yes, the game has geared us towards cavalry a lot with all the commanders and everything. However, the infantry commanders just put in work on calves. They put in work on archers. They're not supposed to. Archers supposed to counter, but it doesn't work like that. They're crazy. Yeah, I mean, unless you have high tech, don't go infantry. Archers isn't a bad idea. However, their champion pool as well is very low, or their commander pool as well is very low. So I would not recommend going archers at all until later game. Me personally, I am going to get my three cavalry marches all set up. I'm only going to use 3 because I feel like my tech's at the point that I can use my archers and my infantry. Well, it will be higher whenever I go to real war anyways, but I'm going to use 3 cavalry marches, 1 march with Richard Charles as they are almost maxed, and then I will have out a YSG and probably my Julius Caesar, and that will be my archer march or YSG Herman. I haven't decided yet. Either way, that will be my five group. That's going to be my 5 group eventually. Archers, obviously, like I put them in the order, they will be last as the champion or the commander pool is just so small. There's really no purpose in focusing them at this point. If now I will say this, if I were to go back and redo everything, I would max out YSG before any other commander. YSG is insane. He's perfect for defending, he's perfect for rallying, he's perfect for AoE farming on barbarians. He's perfect in the expedition. This dude is all universally around perfect. Obviously, he is an archer specific commander. However, even though I'm not focusing archers, I would have still maxed this guy before any of the other ones if I could. But yeah, I mean, I'm not. Obviously, I didn't, and I'm not going to. But man, I will eventually. And he's just so nice. He's just so nice. I don't. Why is she just awesome? But anyways, I hope this helps you guys. I can show you guys some reports to show what I mean by you just getting thrashed around with infantry commanders. Like here, I mean, Mika, this is with his calves. Obviously, I'm just getting thrashed. However, he did bring more. He does have max tech. I do not. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, it's just without having very high tech, you just get smashed. I mean, look at this. This guy is not any bigger than me. The difference here, though, I did only send 120k. That's because the dude had kept fighting, and didn't. He just, yeah, as you see, he just kept fighting, kept eating him down. But this is not Got City. But as we keep going through, we can see more reports. I have more battle reports where my infantry just get eaten away because of the fact that, I mean, there's not much buffs on them, man. There's not, without having a max, there's, you can't tank. I don't know why people don't believe me, but or listen to this. It's pretty basic knowledge. But yeah, I like here. I mean, look at this. They're just eating my march down. I went on some of these, but most of them I just got eaten away. And these guys aren't big. Not all these guys are big. So I mean, it's just it's infantry, man. They're supposed to tank, and if you don't have the tech for it, it's not gonna work. So yeah, I mean, you definitely want to focus cavalry, in my personal opinion. And I explained why. Bigger champion pool, more damage. You don't necessarily need the technology to back them to still be successful on the battlefield. Um, and the two commanders that you should focus now that he's out is Khan. If you're going to spend a little bit of money still on VIP, obviously Moto is still very good because Khan and Moto, I believe, is the number one cavalry march for damage. Khan can go with Cao Cao. But if you are someone that's going to spend and buy Moto, I would definitely recommend that. Khan is also somebody that is something that you want to buy if you are going to spend on this game. Now, for free to play or moderate spenders, guys, if you're a moderate spender, it is still worth it to get Minamoto. Minamoto Pelagius is a very good combo. Pelagius Cao Cao is still a very good combo. Um, but if you're free to play, Pelagius Babers is the number one free to play, being duo epic cavalry commanders off of tests that I have done myself. Babers does do more damage than Belly. Those were 1v1 tests, and I do actually have regular battle reports too, as well, in the war from our lost kingdom that Babers and Pelagius and Babers did better than Pelagius and Belly, but it was neck and neck, and it all depended on Pelagius's heal. I believe that was the thing that turned on each of the reports. The report to be different. Either pairing is very nice, Pelagius Babers or Pelagius Belisarius, but these are the three commanders, if you're free to play, that you want to focus for going for cavalry. Preferably these two first, because they can be leading commanders. You can send Belisarius as a leader, but you don't want to because he doesn't have that nuking skill tree as well as the Cav skill tree. So you're just going to have faster calves instead of more damage on your calves if you use Belisarius. to where if you use Bayburst as leading or Pelagius as leading, you'll have the cavalry and the damage. And that goes the same for Cao Cao. He doesn't have the damage, so he has the cavalry and the mobility. So yeah, you want to focus any of the legendary commanders. If you are only able to focus one at a time, which you should, I would recommend Khan. If I could have went back to the last Khan wheel, I would have definitely went on him, but I wanted to save up for the newer commanders that was coming out. But after watching Khan in action, he is quite insane. So Khan is definitely one of the first cavalry commanders you want to invest in if you are a cavalry using person and if you're going to spend money. If you're not, Pelagius will still do very well. And Pelagius can pair with Khan, he can pair with Moto, and he can pair with Cao Cao. All three of them are a decent pairing with Pelagius. I believe Cao Cao is honestly the best with Pelagius, but either one of them can work. Anyways, guys, I hope that helps you guys in your argument or your debate on what you guys should start out with. I didn't really touch on archers, as I feel they are definitely not something you need to focus on or want to focus on unless you are a high spender, because of the fact that the commander pool is so very low for archers. It is disappointing, and they do work though. They can work with lower tech. And I definitely say stay away from infantry until you're in the mid game where you already have your tech pretty high, because they just get ran over. They do. They just get ran over. If somebody in your kingdom is telling you that they're free to play and they're using infantry and they're destroying people, I'm going to tell you right now that either A, they're being dishonest with you, or B, they're fighting people that are smaller than them, less tech than them, or with the person's using improper commander pairing. Because if I use my max Moto, my max Cao Cao, and you're sending as a 20 million player, and you're sending infantry at me, I don't care. I'm gonna eat straight through your march. It's just gonna kill your infantry. You're not gonna hold up whatsoever versus me. It's not gonna work, and that's because you need those tanks. You need those buffs to give you the health, to give you the healing, and to give you the defense that you need on those infantry troops. So that's why I say stay away from infantry. That's why I stay away from archers. It's a lot easier to go cavalry, and you'll be a lot more effective a lot earlier in the game. I hope this helps you guys. I hope you guys like it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what else you guys want to hear from me, what else you want to cover. Let me know what you guys think about these videos, how I'm doing. I haven't been doing it too long, and I would really like to hear back from the community and all my subscribers and followers. Anyways, until next time, guys, this is your boy Skywalker OG saying peace out and have fun. Have a lot of fun.